In the echo of cannon fire and fractured ideals, one man stood between peace and war. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 1812. A young James Buchanan walks the cobbled streets, law book in hand, as distant drums of war sound. He joins the Lancaster Volunteers, trading privilege for duty, signing his name to defend a nation under threat. Marching toward Baltimore, fear and pride mingle in the muddy roads beneath gray skies. At the fortifications, volunteers toil in trenches as thunder echoes. The enemy is near. From afar, Buchanan watches the bombardment, rockets lighting the night sky, a city under siege. Dawn reveals a battlefield scarred, smoke lingering, young soldiers bearing the weight of uncertainty. Years later, as president, Buchanan faces a nation divided by the specter of slavery. In Kansas, settlers clash across the prairie, ideology spilling into fire and blood. Buchanan signs the Lecompton Constitution, the ink deepening the fractures that threaten the Union. Federal troops march into Kansas to restore order, but chaos persists. Compromise is crumbling. A nation watches in horror, the ideal of peace slipping further from reach. Alone among maps of turmoil, Buchanan contemplates a union on the brink. Winter 1860, Southern states secede one by one as the Union trembles. He declares secession illegal, yet refuses to act, trapped by his strict reading of the Constitution. At Fort Sumter, the Union's fate hangs by a thread, a single flag fluttering in the mist. The Star of the West is fired upon, the first shots of a nation divided by itself. Buchanan hesitates, silence where decisive leadership should command. Outside, the Union cracks. Flags are lowered, banners raised, the future uncertain. He leaves the White House, a president broken by indecision, the weight of history on his shoulders. At Wheatland, he watches the Civil War unfold from afar, the smoke of battle staining the horizon. He writes his defense, ink against the tide of history, preserving his perspective in quiet reflection. Outside, war rages. Inside, only silence answers the prayers of a nation. Years later, the Union is restored, but his name remains scarred by hesitation and doubt.